Look at today's Wall Street action. First, we're going to check the big board. We're down 3 points at 13,271, but we're going to check in with Doug Emmett from Ameriprise.
Sure, we closed down just a little bit yesterday, but what's going to be happening with the markets today?
This morning, we've basically the big news out there today that people will be watching is the Fed release of the Fed minutes from the last meeting. People are going to try to glean whatever information they can from reading those tea leaves out there and see what the Fed might be doing coming up in September, or what they anticipate the Fed doing in September. So that's what the market, we looked to open up higher this morning.
Okay, well, we'll take it. We'll take a little higher. So yesterday we talked about Best Buy changing of the guard. They have new leadership, and now they've released their earnings. How are they doing? Oh, no.
You sighed
I know,
heavily.
another difficult quarter for the world's largest electronics chain. And the company reported the same-store sales were down again for the 8th quarter in the last 9. So this is what Mr. Hubert Joy, the new CEO, has to look forward to turn this big company around. Net income down 90% in the quarter. So tough.
He's got his work cut out for him.
He's got his work cut out for him, definitely.
All right, let's talk Barnes & Noble. I was saying I love a good old bookstore, but bookstores these days are changing.
They've been having some trouble.
They've been having some trouble, but it looks like with some of the restructuring they've been doing, they saw growth in all of their segments, both retail, their college unit, and of course their digital unit is, with the Nook, is really taken off. Their digital content sales are up over 45%.
So that's helping them for sure.
So that's definitely helping them, and it looks like they're at least headed on the right track.
So they're adapting to the new world.
Exactly.
The way we do it. Speaking of adapting, everything is like global, the biggest ever. Let's talk about Apple.
Right, with Apple has certainly been on quite a run the last 3 months with the anticipation of the launch of the new iPhone 5 and the possibly the Mini, which sounds like that's coming out now. The shares have been on the rise. With yesterday's gains, it eclipsed the all-time high for the value of a company, which was achieved by Microsoft actually back on December 30th of 1999.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they're the biggest in history of what I read.
Over nearly $619 billion value.
Wow, they knocked off Microsoft.
So yeah, big thing, and it doesn't seem to be slowing down, certainly.
Yeah, and all those people you know, who bought early are very ecstatic about Apple stock.
Exactly.
All right,
exactly.
Some giddy stuff going on.
What are we looking for tomorrow?
Tomorrow we have a few more earnings out. We have some economic numbers, retail sales, housing numbers, those kind of things are out tomorrow. We've got some other things coming out later in the week that the markets will be looking ahead for. So.
All right, Doug, thank you. If you have a question for Doug Emmett, you can email him. The address is money@fox40.com. Let's check in with Sheldon Orbis in the Atlantis Reno traffic.